Back with another video. June 26th, Wallace closed, but let's just jump into the video. So, well, you guys, Superman changed its release date. It's going back to August 26th, I guess, because of the backlash it was getting. People saying they threw in the towel. I mean, whether you like it or not, this movie still is going to flop. It's not going to hit 700 million. If it magically do, then it is what it is. But by the rate that it's going, this is going to flop. It has to hit 700 million just to break even. The movie almost cost almost $500 million. And you guys can't keep moving the goalposts with this marketing, because you know it was reported that it was 200 million, and we know it was 200 million because it was during this time when James Gunn and his clowns and his cast was going out serving drinks to the people out in Brazil and to the people overseas, and they still didn't show up to the theater. That's gotta insult James Gunn's ego. This guy went out there on the company's dime, wine and dine the local native, you know, the natives, and they still didn't show up. That's how low they think of James Gunn. They're not rocking with Superman. And I don't see how his DCU can move forward, because what does that say about Supergirl? That means Supergirl is going to flop. And it's probably going to flop worse because it's a girl boss movie. And let's just be honest, the introduction to Supergirl isn't the best. I mean, she showed up drunk. That's not a good look at this point. James Gunn DCU is a mess. And shouts out to Cassadine. We did a live stream, aka Scorch the Pop Culture. Go check out that live stream before I put it on my page. So go support them, because I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put it on my page so you guys can see it. But let's just talk about Cornball. You can get his movie though, his garbage, for $29.99, August 26th, which is probably like 3 weeks away. You can buy a piece of garbage for $29.99. Say it with me, $29.99. You can buy this garbage. And if you guys want to support it, go ahead. It still don't top Man of Steel as in quality. Hell, Fantastic Four was a better film. But a lot of you guys need to understand that the DCU is pretty much DOA, because James Gunn has a problem. He has an international problem. He's not bringing in international box office. And that's a problem moving forward, because when this film flops, because it's already a flop, I'm pretty sure the company then wrote it off. How can you move forward? People are not rocking with James Gunn. Zack Snyder is a well-known, and Henry Cavill is well-known overseas, and their box office numbers is proof of that. People are not rocking with Cornball, and you need to understand you're not getting a sequel. And all you clowns that was hyping up this sequel a couple days ago, you need to make a video and state that you're not getting a sequel, because James Gunn didn't confirm that you're not getting a sequel. You're not getting a Superman 2. Why? Because Cornball isn't profitable. He's not a profitable Superman like Henry Cavill is. So this is a problem for James Gunn, and this is why I say the DCU is a mess and it's DOA, because how can you get the Asian markets to jump on board? It's sad that they rather watch a car film, F1, or dinosaurs versus Superman. They didn't have a problem watching Superman when Zack Snyder was doing his thing. And this is why we need to keep the wallet closed movement going, so we can make our voices and our wallets heard. A lot of you clowns, and then you hear the clowns saying, well, harsh critics, man, is doing better domestically. And that's true. I'm not the type to go with inflation, but you guys have to accept the fact that Superman is still 10 million tickets behind Man of Steel, and it's not possible at this point. That's because the ticket prices cost less 10 years ago. So if they cost more, the domestic box office will be more. And if you want to use inflation to try to beat Man of Steel, the box office should be at 300 million, which is 100 million less. Where is that now? Is that like 316? It should be at 416 if it was going to match Man of Steel. This movie is a flop. It's not going to hit 700 million. It's not going to do the Batman numbers like y'all claim. And at this point, it can't afford to drop 50% on its opening on a weekend. Now, you guys got lucky last weekend with the 44% because I told you if it makes like 13 or 14 million, that's luck. So, but your luck is going to run out. It's going to flop, you guys. You guys need to accept that. And if it somehow beats Man of Steel's numbers, box office numbers, well, that's your mediocre universe. That's your kaiju. That's your baby Joey. That's your Metamorpho. That's your drunk Supergirl, your cockeyed Superman. But I think James Gunn is going to get the pink slip because the fans ain't rocking with him. If the international fans ain't rocking with you, you have a problem. And like I said, James Gunn went overseas in that tour and they still wasn't rocking him. They didn't even show up. They was laughing in his face while he was serving them drinks, and they ain't even show up to the theater. They promised some of these folks to lie for him based on a post that I presented saying, oh, they want me to say something nice so I can get some free tickets for the movie. You guys synced the post. So people ain't rocking with the DCU, and it's a mess, and Zack has a problem. And I think James Gunn needs to go. He's not fit to run DC. You see this in his Superman. You see this in his Supergirl. People are not rocking with this. It's actually people preying on the downfall of the studio, including the Snyder fans, because they don't like shit. This is a shit universe in a genre that's on a decline, and James Gunn is trying to somehow bring back the magic that Marvel had. It ain't happening. People are getting tired, and the box office is proof of that. So you guys can't keep moving the goalposts. This universe is DOA, and keep the wallet closed movement going with zero fucks given. I don't give a fuck if Gal Gadot's 80 years old in a walking chair with a broken arm. They're gonna finish that Snyderverse, and if they don't finish the Snyderverse, they got us in the international box office to deal with, because we're not fucking with it. We're not doing business with DC Studios. So what do you guys think? I think James Gunn needs to resign while he's ahead and save himself the embarrassment, because how can he fix the international box office? You know, Zack Snyder didn't have that problem. You know, James Gunn didn't have that problem when he was with the MCU with his Guardians films. Why all of a sudden he got the problem? Like, people is literally not rocking with this. So if you can't get the international box office on board, your universe is in trouble. But what do you guys think? You think the DCU is in trouble? I mean, they ain't got a Batman. They ain't got a Superman sequel because this Superman isn't profitable enough. People don't like these actors. They didn't show up. What do you guys think it is? I think the DCU is dead on arrival, and James Gunn is to blame for it. He is the problem, and he needs to go. But what do you guys think? Like, share, comment, subscribe, and remember, no Snyderverse, no money. Keep them wallets closed. Peace.